James, played by Gregory Finnegan, has been in a hellish spiral on Hollyoaks in recent weeks, with his campaign to spend as much money as possible, regardless of the consequences, taking control of his life. The lawyer's relationship with Channel 4 soap icon St. Hay, Kieran Richardson, has been impacted by his behavior, and the pair seem to be on the verge of a breakup. However, it seems things are only going to get worse for James in a new issue-based storyline on the television drama, as there are huge consequences afoot for what he seems to think is harmless fun. As a result of Marnie's, Lisette Anthony, death earlier this year on the weeknight serial drama, her son has developed a serious gambling problem. During Wednesday night's first look episode airing on E4, viewers watched as the lawyer played away with a large sum of his mother's inheritance. James ended up drinking more and more on his night out, and therefore, he wasn't aware he had been spiked by some men who saw him with large sums of cash in his pocket. After dragging him out of the casino, they fleeced him of all as he lay unconscious on the ground. It might have been thought this would be a massive wake-up call for him and he may seek some help for his grief, but this isn't going to be the case. The actor who plays James, Gregory, has spoken out on the new storyline his character is undertaking and the impact it will have on his life in the village. Gregory explained it is going to be an issue-based storyline, which the soap has a proud history of playing out on screen. James really is just feeling incredibly destructive. He doesn't see the point in any of it, in his relationships or his work, the soap star said. James thinks that the easy thrills from gambling give him a chance to forget and feel something. Has pretty numb to life at the moment. Marnie's death completely devastated him and has just in complete destruction mode. I don't think he knows what's going on half the time. Gregory went on to add his character's family and loved ones are going to become increasingly concerned about his wayward ways. As the months roll by and with his erratic spending taking its toll, the actor hinted this could be the last storyline for his beloved character. The soap star added, "I think we're heading towards rock bottom, but we won't get there until a few months' time. It could be over and out for James at this point," he said in an interview with Digital Spy. He also explained how he has done his own research into the impact cryptocurrency can have on someone's life as the lawyer tries to find money through alternative means. Viewers have already seen James become worried about the falling rate of his investments, which led him to the casino where he lost even more. Teasing whether his character can ever come back from his latest behavior, Gregory failed to admit whether he is redeemable at his point. With things looking so bleak for James at the moment, the conclusion of the storyline could see him leave the Chester-based village. Knowing he has hurt so many by failing to address his issues with grief and abuse, he could decide an exit is what is needed. He could think he needs to start afresh and begin a new life somewhere he doesn't have ties to his family. The past has been a huge problem for the lawyer to deal with over the years, and Hollyoaks would have too many memories of the hurt he has suffered. How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve McDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival of Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. Taking to Twitter, viewers have been reacting to the start of his new path for the beloved character, with Stephanie writing, "It's going to take some major for James to wake up from this." Amelia boasted, "James is usually so wise to people, he's hurting so much in a spiral and he's too vulnerable. I'm so sad." #Hollyoaks. James added, "Seeing Sweet struggling like this while James is throwing his money away is heartbreaking." #Hollyoaks. Monica commented, "James is so out of control that his mind doesn't know right from wrong, and honestly at this point he's capable of anything." #Hollyoaks. The new and returning executive producer to the show, Lucy Allen, has spoken out on some more exits following the exodus at the start of the year which saw Marnie killed off. The show boss explained, "It's the nature of soaps that people come and go. We mourn those that leave and fall in love with new characters who arrive." Lucy also touched on doing more issue-based storylines, adding, "Issue stories sit at the heart of what Hollyoaks does and they always have done. Those bold, brave, audacious stories are ones where we get in there first, we tell them differently and we look at them through the prism of our audience. Those issue stories remain absolutely at the heartland of the show," she said in an interview with Digital Spy.